everyone. It's Abigail, Eeyore, and my new kitten Winnie here to say hi to everyone. How are you guys doing at home? Well, I had a very interesting weekend because I got a tonsillectomy, which means I went to the hospital to have a surgery for them to take out my tonsils. It went really well, and I'm feeling a lot better, but it was kind of scary, and it was a little bit of a new experience for me. And speaking of new things, the school year started, which means that we're all in a new grade, in new classrooms, which is also kind of scary sometimes. So today, Eeyore and I brought some books about new experiences and scary experiences almost. So we're going to read 3 books today, and we're going to start with one that I picked out especially because when you get a tonsillectomy, you have to change what you eat, so you eat soft foods that don't hurt your sore throat, which means I ate a lot of chocolate pudding. And our first book is Cheese, Peas, and Chocolate Pudding by Betty Van Whitson. Cheese, Peas, and Chocolate Pudding. There once was a little boy who ate cheese, peas, and chocolate pudding. Cheese, peas, and chocolate pudding. Every day, the same old thing. Cheese, peas, and chocolate pudding. And there's that little boy with his cheese and his peas and his chocolate pudding. For breakfast, he would have some cheese. Any kind. Cream cheese, American cheese, Swiss cheese, Dutch cheese, Italian cheese, blue cheese, green cheese, yellow cheese, brick cheese. Even Linden crayons. Just cheese for breakfast. For lunch, he ate peas. Green or yellow peas, frozen peas, canned peas, dried peas, split peas, black-eyed peas. No potatoes, though. Just peas for lunch. And for supper, he would have cheese and peas and chocolate pudding. Cheese, peas, and chocolate pudding. Cheese, peas, and chocolate pudding. Every day, the same old thing. Cheese, peas, and chocolate pudding. Once, his mother brought a lamb chop for him. She cooked it in a little frying pan on the stove, and she put some salt on it and gave it to the little boy on a little blue dish. The boy looked at it, he smelled it, and it smelled delicious. He even touched it, but, "Is it cheese?" he asked. "It's lamb chop, darling," said his mother. The boy shook his head. "Cheese," he said. So the mother ate the lamb chop herself, and the boy had some cottage cheese. One day, his big brother was chewing a raw carrot. It sounded so good. The little boy reached his hand out for a bite. "Sure," said his brother. "Here." The little boy almost put the carrot into his mouth, but at the last minute he remembered and said, "Is this peas?" "No, fella, it's a carrot," said his brother. "Peas," said the little boy, firmly handing the carrot back. Once his daddy was eating a big dish of raspberry jello. It looked so shiny and red and cool, the little boy came over and held his mouth open. "Want a taste?" asked his daddy. The little boy looked and looked at the jello. He almost licked it off the dish. "But is it chocolate pudding?" he asked. "No, son, it's jello," said his daddy. The little boy frowned and backed away. "Chocolate pudding." His grandma baked cookies for him? "Nope," said the boy. His grandpa bought him an ice cream cone. The little boy just shook his head. His aunt and uncle invited him for a fried chicken dinner. Everybody ate fried chicken and more fried chicken, except the little boy, and you know what he ate. Cheese, peas, and chocolate pudding. Cheese, peas, and chocolate pudding. Every day, the same old thing. Cheese, peas, and chocolate pudding. But one day, a very funny thing happened. The little boy was playing puppy. He lay on the floor and growled and barked and rolled over. He crept to the table where his big brother was having lunch. "Arf, arf," he barked. "Good doggy," said his brother, patting his head. The little boy lay down on his back on the floor and barked again. But at the last minute, his big brother dropped a piece of something from his plate, and the little boy's mouth was just ready to say "arf." And what do you think? Something dropped into the little boy's mouth. He sat up in surprise, and something was on his tongue, and something was warm and juicy and delicious. And it didn't taste like cheese, and it did not taste like peas, And it certainly wasn't chocolate pudding. The little boy chewed slowly. Each chew tasted better than the last. He swallowed something and opened his mouth again, as wide as he could. Want some more? Asked his brother. The little boy closed his mouth and thought. That's not cheese, he said. No, it's not, said his brother. And it isn't peas. No, not peas, said his brother. And it couldn't be chocolate pudding. No, it certainly is not chocolate pudding, smiled his brother. It's hamburger. The little boy thought hard. I like hamburger, he said. So his big brother shared the rest of his hamburger with the little boy, and even after that, guess what? Ever after that, the little boy ate cheese, peas, and chocolate pudding, and hamburger. Until he was your age, of course. When he was your age, he ate everything. That's kind of a silly story, isn't it? Because I can't imagine only eating 3 foods. It sounds awful. What about ice cream or pizza or popcorn? But I do like cheese, peas, and chocolate pudding. But the next book we're going to read is something I definitely can't imagine. It's about going to school. And it's called Llama Llama Misses Mama by Anne Dewdney. Llama Llama Misses Mama. Llama Llama, warm in bed, wakey wakey sleepyhead. Llama school begins today. Time to learn and time to play. Make the bed and find some clothes, brush the teeth, blow the nose. Eat some breakfast, clean the plate. Whoops, oh my, we're running late. Drive to school and park the car. Tell the teacher who you are. Meet new faces, hear new names, see new places, watch new games. Hang the coat and say goodbye. Llama Llama feeling shy. Mama Llama goes away, and Llama Llama has to stay. Strange new teacher, strange new toys, lots of kids and lots of noise. What would Llama like to do? Llama Llama feels so new. Build a castle out of blocks, make a rocket from a box. Llama Llama shakes his head. Llama walks away instead. Here's a little chug-a-chew with a captain and a crew. Would little Llama like a ride? Llama Llama tries to hide. Reading stories on the rug, kids are cuddled, sitting snug. Would the llama like to look? Llama Llama hates that book. Time for lunch, now find a seat. Llama doesn't want to eat. Llama makes a little moan. Llama Llama feels alone. Llama misses Mama so. Why did Mama Llama go? It's too much for little Llama. Llama Llama misses Mama. And he's crying. Don't be sad, new little llama. It's okay to miss your mama. But don't forget, when day is through, she will come right back to you. Llama Llama, please don't fuss. Have some fun and play with us. Put on coats and run outside. See the playhouse, try the slide. Tag and jump rope, hide and seek. Close your eyes and do not peek. Now it's time to draw and write. Great big crayons, colors bright. Take some paper from the stack. Mama Llama, you came back! Teacher gets a goodbye hug. Wave to friends on reading rug. Climb the playhouse with the slide. See if Mama fits inside. Lots to show and lots to say. Back again another day. Llama finds out something new. He loves Mama and school too. The end. I love that book because I think we all know what it feels like to go to school and miss your mom. Even as a big kid, sometimes I'll be sitting in class and still miss my mom. Have you ever missed your mom, Eeyore? This next book is about something else we've all done. Growing up. It's Does anyone know where a hermit crab goes? By Michael Glasser. Does anyone know where a hermit crab goes? Hermit Drab was a hermit crab. He lived at the edge of the sea. He crawled on the ground and ate what he found, and he grew just like you and me. But his shell had not grown, since it wasn't his own. He found it early last June. It was getting too small. There was no room at all. He knew he would have to leave soon. So he walked up to Sam was a clam, and told him he wanted to find a new place to go, with more room to grow, a home of just the right kind. Sam said he knew that as big as he grew, his clam shell would grow bigger too. But I've heard others tell that a hermit crab shell doesn't grow as other shells do. Why don't you go where the seaweed grows and ask Alabaster the snail? Maybe she knows where a hermit crab goes when he grows as big as a whale. I won't grow the size of a whale, Hermit sighed, but I'm growing bigger each day. My shell is too tight. I can't sleep at night, so really I must move away. So he followed the trail which Alabaster the snail had left in the sand as she crawled. Oh, look, this trail leads to a patch of seaweeds. Where are you, Alabaster? He called. I'm here, the snail said, just over your head. So tell me, how have you been? Hermit Drab cried, I'm getting too wide. I need a new shell to live in. You need a new shell? Let me see. Well, well, well. Oh, yes, I have some. I do. Right there on the ground, I have yellow and brown, and black shells, and gray and white too. At last, Hermit said, a place for my head, and my hands, and my very soft tail. This brown one is fine. It's bigger than mine. Thank you, Alabaster the snail. It's time to move now. I think I know how. First, I must put my tail in. And now I can slide my whole body inside. I did it, he said with a grin. Oh, look how I fit. I can stand, I can sit, I can roll, I can crawl, I can creep. I can seek, I can hide, I can stay deep inside. I can rest, I can dream, I can sleep. I will miss, I can tell, my old tiny shell, but it really was too small for me. And also I know that now I can grow and live at the edge of the sea. The end. I love that book so much. In fact, I love all of the books we read today because they all teach us a very similar lesson, that trying new things is good even if it seems scary. New things like going to school on the first day, getting a brand new shell, or trying new foods. All of them were really good. Even getting a tonsillectomy, which can seem really scary, turned out good for me because now my throat doesn't hurt anymore. So, I think we should all try something new. Have you ever tried something new, Eeyore? Well, it's about time that I say goodbye to everyone, but I will be back to read more books next month, and every week someone else will come read books too. So remember to check out the YouTube channel and stop by the library to get some books to read on your own. Bye!